What is up, Bane the Reckoning? How's it going, man? Always a pleasure having the homie on. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's storming us behind off over here, and that is making me both bored, but at the same time not bored enough to want to go to sleep. Although I am tired, I don't know why. But yeah, like I said, said it's while I just read a tigress adopted tigers that weren't her own. It was storming here. Wait, I did. Tigress adopting tigers that weren't their own. That happened. I mean, you know, thinking about that, that kind of makes sense. I feel like every animal essentially, not every animal, but I do feel like if something is cute enough, it's gonna be like, hey, come on over. Like the capybara is like basically nature's nanny. So that's like, does the tigress also have cubs of her own? And just also, I read somewhere zinc in the morning, magnesium at night, vitamin D with your first meal. Is that like Is that like kind of like something that I ain't gonna lie, like that actually sounds like a great idea, but do that for 30 days and you'll see your energy change. And yeah, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? The human body is ultimately chemistry at some point. So like, why not? That is definitely something that you could do. Um, I do feel like Zinc. Let's see. Yeah, she has five altogether, three now on her own. Hey, shout out to Tiger Mama. Shout out to the Tiger Mama right there. That's dope. Actually, that is really dope. Um, just like so, that's actually really dope. Shout out to Tiger Mama. I don't sink or swim. I just float. I don't need gravity. I just need go. Whoa, whoa. When I move, something, something, dun, dun, whoa, dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, da. I can't get that song out of my head now. Break down something like Jericho. Whoa. Uh, so I'm almost done. I'm trying to fix this. So white, orange, green, red, blue, yellow. I'm screwing up bad. Shout out to the but yeah, like I was saying though, yeah, that shout out to Tiger Mama. Uh Give me 1 second. Like while I am on here, I'm about to do my lesson right quick. Cause I've all right, hold on. No, not that one. I do need to work on my Spanish though. But all right. All right, volume warning over here. So I don't know if you guys are going to I don't know if it's gonna get loud or not. I might mess up on this too. Let's see. Sono uh wait. Rade Sono wait. Dressu?
ブラウス
Brausu, whatever. Brausu. Sono Brausu wa Totemo. I always get this one wrong. Is it Kide? Let's go. Your boy smart. Get your lesson in. I'm here. Shout out. I'm gonna buy a birthday present. Okay. I've got present.
プレゼント
Okay, no.
誕生日のプレゼントを買います
All right. I hope this was right. Let's go. The movie theater is expensive popcorn. Okay, I got this one wrong a bunch of times already. Let's see.
映画館の高いポップコーン
Okay, this is gonna. I feel like I got this one wrong. I got this one right. Let's go.
きれいな靴が欲しいですか
Kirei Natsu. All right. Yeah. Okay. So those are Those are shoes, right? Kutsu is shoes.
靴
All right. Pretty shoes. Oh, do you want pretty shoes? I'm normally not doing this good. I've actually been messing up a lot lately on these lessons, so I'm genuinely surprised and I'm doing well on it. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the chat real quick. Since you're doing Spanish, that's one thing I love about the MonsterVerse. A lot of the kaiju come from different parts of the world. Oh yeah? What do you mean? I thought they were all based in Japan. Let's see. Is that Furui? No, that's Furui, right? That's Furui. Oh god, I don't know what else that could be.
高い、
Takai. God dang it, man. I'm screwing up bad. Takai. I really need to remember these letters, bro.
ワイン、
Takai wine. Oh, wait. Nomimas. No, that's yomimas. Ikimas. Nomimas. Please be nomimas. Let's go.
金曜日にこの白いドレスを着ます。
Kinyobi ni kono shiroi doresu kimasu. Which is, if I'm not mistaken, on Thursday, I'm going to, no, it's on Friday. I'm going to wear this on Friday. Oh, this white dress. Sad part is, if I ever were to catch myself in Japan, I would probably, like in a MonsterVerse, Rodan is based in Mexico. Dang, I didn't know that. Rodan is one that can fly, right?
今チケットを予約します。今、チケットを予約します。お、予約します。
Okay, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna get a ticket. This is either I'm getting a ticket today. I reserve tickets now. I was close.
彼女はどんな人ですか？
What kind of person is your girlfriend? Non-existent. Kanojo wa donna hito desu ka? What kind of person is your girlfriend? Wakarimasen. Wakarimasen. Kanojo. Oh, Kanojo. I forgot how to say to have. Kanojo imamasen. Oh, shoot, I forgot how to say to have. I'm gonna have to remember that. Ooh, I really don't know how to read this stuff right now. Okay, I know this is okaimasu.
買います。
Okay. That's not. Oshade means stylish. So this is, they're going to buy something. Oh crap, they both mean I'm going to buy something. Dang it, now I got to actually figure out what the word means.
チョコレート、
Oishi,
おいしい、
oishi chocoreto kaimasu.
おしゃれ、
Oshade na, something cool.
ネックレス、
Necklace. I forgot to say that's nay. That's not a. That's nay. Bro, I cannot read this. If I were to ever like find myself in Japan, I'm screwed. Methuselah is German. Oh wow, Methuselah. There's a monster named Methuselah. That's crazy. He was basically a pterodactyl. Behemoth is in Brazil.
誕生日のプレゼントを買います。
I'm going to buy a birthday present. I'm going to reserve tickets today. Ima, where is it? No, Kyo.
今日、チケットを予約します。
A cool person.
かっこいい人。
No lie, I didn't expect to get a perfect on this. All right, that's my lesson for today. Behemoth is in Brazil. I like the fact that there's a monster in there called Methuselah, because Methuselah is a character in the Bible. Well, not a character. Methuselah is a person in the Bible. And I just recently read. I just recently I've been reading the Bible a little bit lately, so I have came across Methuselah, who, you know, like Methuselah is like the oldest person in the Bible apparently, which is insane when you think about it. But also the metrics in there are kind of wild. Methuselah is a literal mark of a mountain. I gotta check this character out. Hold on, let me see. Dang it. That's sick. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. That is just, that's a scary looking. This your boy? Oops, hold on. That's crazy. That is a okay, yeah, a giant walking mountain. I'm good, man. Behemoth looks like a mammoth. That's him. Yeah, that's sick, man. That is disgusting. Okay, I am not like. Please don't tell me, does Godzilla have to fight against that thing? Because that thing looks like it dwarfs Godzilla, and Godzilla is like gigantic in his own right. Also, you've been on a bit of a Godzilla kick lately. Are you watching it right now? That thing bowed to Godzilla. Methuselah, the moving mountain, bowed to Godzilla. Okay, that's I. You know what? Part of me wants to believe that, but another part of me is like, there's no way, bro. There's no way. What did Godzilla do to get that absolute unit to, you know, bow to get, like, what did he do? Now I need to know, man. That's sick. That's insane. As in, he didn't even try to fight. Like, this gigantic mountain just looked at Godzilla and was like, you know what? You got it. He killed King Ghidorah. Okay. I mean, well, yeah. Yeah, but it's like, here's the thing. King Ghidorah was not necessarily like even here's like if King Ghidorah came from space after killing Ghidorah, the other towns bowed immediately. Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, like, Ghidorah came from space. I don't think the other monsters could look at Ghidorah and be like, this dude's a threat. You know what? It's like, I like to think that all the other monsters like at least tried. I'm pretty sure. I feel like King Ghidorah could have probably gotten stomped if he didn't have the lightning breath. I'm pretty sure he could have been food for all of for everybody there. I feel like that would have been the case. Ghidorah used his alpha call. It took over them as a new alpha. Oh, okay, that's why. All right, okay, that makes sense. Because I'm about to say, without the lightning breath, I could easily see like King Ghidorah like getting smoked. But like he was instructing them to help destroy the world. Oh, he was using genjutsu, huh? He was using that Ghidorah genjutsu. That, yo, man, I need you guys to help me destroy all of this. All of this needs to go. You feel me? We're doing this. This is what's happening right now. We're smoking everything. I got 4 people up in here and only 1 person talking. How many hate watches I got up in here right now? That's insane. Because, like, bro, they be all up in the. Everyone thought Godzilla was dead, so Ghidorah was a new alpha. He was like destroying everything. Oh no, always been a Goji fan. No, I know you're a Goji fan, and I know I don't know what Goji is. Oh, Gojira. Okay. But like I know you're I know you're a Gojira fan. It's just that like you've been on a kick lately. So I thought there was like some new Godzilla and you just kind of just been in on it or something. I thought there was something new out there, or like it just sounded like it's like normally when you're talking about something, it's usually because something new has came about and you're like indulging in everything to kind of just sort of like satiate yourself before it comes out. By the way, is there a new Godzilla coming out? Because I know that like Godzilla, they're putting Godzilla in everything right now. Like they're putting Godzilla in everything right now. Like they're putting him in DC. They're putting him in Marvel. I think they put him in like. Is he? I feel like at some point, Godzilla is going to be in a Disney movie. If Godzilla isn't already in a Disney movie, I feel like if it's not happening already, it will. You know what I'm saying? And there's 2 new movies. Oh, okay. I know about the one that you showed me a couple of days ago, like when I was over there. Not a couple of days ago. I haven't been there forever, and I feel bad about that. But like I do know that there is, like I'm telling you, one of these days Godzilla is going to be in a Disney movie, and I feel like that's going to start something. And I feel like Godzilla being in a Disney movie will cause some rumblings about something. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's going to like start the apocalypse in some fashion of like film or something. I don't know. What we got going on here? What is this? I'm on my favorite comic site right now. He might be in a Disney movie one day. And that's what I'm saying. Because like right now they got him in DC. They got him in Marvel. They got Godzilla in all these things. You know what I'm saying? They got Godzilla in all these projects. So it's like if Godzilla does show up in a Disney movie, I feel like something is going to happen with that. The backlash, not the backlash, but like the response to that will cause something magnanimous. Like, you know how like everybody was making jokes about Harambe the gorilla getting shot because the kid fell into the thing. And everybody was like, oh no, and that started, apparently everybody was like connecting all of the crazy stuff that happened that year to Harambe. I feel like that will be like the new catalyst for craziness, because like Godzilla came after Disney, didn't it? No, Godzilla was, which one came first? Hold on. Now I got to figure this out. Which came first, Godzilla or Disney? Disney came first. Okay. 1923. Okay. Shoot, that's crazy. Also, while I am online and in front of the camera to actually say it publicly, thank you all for the 2,080 subscribers. I know I only got like one person up in the chat right now. But it's like, to all those that probably might be watching the replay or whatever, thank y'all. I don't know what to say except seriously, please don't be hate watchers, bro. I'm so tired of that. He might be in a Disney movie one day. The Showa era is on Max, I believe. I'll take your word for it. You know more about Godzilla than I do. Shoot, I'm ready for the manga series to come out, or the documentary dedicated to the show or something. I don't know. If you ever give a dang, raise your hands, because I'm about to set trip. The thing is, Toho is strict about their rules. Yeah, I know. Don't make sure that Godzilla doesn't talk. They have a manga called Galaxy Odyssey. Okay. Galaxy Odyssey. Nobody's going to read that title and think, dang, you're talking about Godzilla. Toho is strict about their rules. I know like one of the rules is Godzilla shouldn't be able to talk, right? So Godzilla is like the master of nonverbal combat. I mean, nonverbal communication. Godzilla also has to win, right? Like the competitions that Godzilla. I think that's one of the conditions. Godzilla has to win, right? Is that one? Or am I messing that up? He can't be made to look weak. Yeah, ultimately he has to win. It's like how you gonna you can't make okay, so like there's a difference between looking weak and losing fights. You know what I mean? So it's like, what is he supposed to like take a punch and just like no sell it? Like I don't even know what just happened. Shout out to the one person who gave her brother a like. I appreciate that. Godzilla's like, man, I don't even know what you're doing right now. Why you acting up? Why you going crazy? Why you hitting me for, man? I don't understand. Calm down, brother. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, your boy's getting a lot of hearts. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, heart person 100. Thank you. You being funny. He legit no-sold a punch from Kong in the first fight. That's the point. I mean, I'm not surprised. It didn't. I mean, like, isn't Kong like tiny? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, you're not gonna really do much when you can only punch up to somebody's kneecap. He replied with a slap, and Kong went down. I don't like the Kong versus Godzilla thing. I don't like that. I don't like that because they're not evil. None of them are evil. So why they got to fight each other? I hate that. That was annoying to me. That was annoying to me, and I was stupid, and I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know, nobody evil. Why they fighting each other is really stupid. And that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. Because like, why would you want to make King Kong look weak? You know, like they ultimately team up. They do, but they fought for like the majority of that movie, didn't they? Didn't they fight for like the majority of that movie? By the way, shout out, thanks again for the emojis. I really appreciate that. Not sure who that is, but I'm thankful anyway. It was a misunderstanding, and I get that too. But Kamen Rider 5 made me not respect misunderstandings. If anybody here is a Kamen Rider fan, you understand Kamen Rider 555, cool concept, cool concept. Also, rest in peace. Like, it is also a cursed show because it literally like starts up with like showing somebody dying, and the actor who played that character is now dead. It's like really like, granted, he died a while after the series was made, but like, yeah, Godzilla was trying to get to Mecha Godzilla, but Kong kept getting in the way. Yeah, I get that, and also because they really don't, they can't talk, so it's like, you know, I don't really like I conflicts from misunderstandings. They can only like do so much, man. I don't know. There's something about that just gets really annoying after a while. It's like going, we have to fight. It's like going, I don't understand what's going on, but I got to get in your face. And it's like, I don't. It's like I'm just trying to save the world, dog. Why are you doing this? It's like, this is bad. Also, the Mecha Godzilla showed up in the movie because I didn't see Kong versus Godzilla. So did that happen? And Godzilla and Kong, they are firmly teammates. That said, Godzilla wanted to fight Kong because he was challenging his alpha position. I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't like versus. I don't like it when the two main. I don't like versus when like the two versus things. There's no evil between them. They're not evil. They're not bad. They're just fighting each other because stupid people are like, make them fight. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, no. Especially when especially when it feels like the plot doesn't like necessarily. Especially when it feels like the plot doesn't necessarily like matter in the case of it. It's like, you could tell this was made because stupid people was like, nah, man, they need to fight each other because everybody needs to fight each other for these idiot fans. I don't like them. I don't like this. I can understand why it happened, but I would just never be cool with it. My nephew loves Godzilla. Your nephew has good taste. Mecha Godzilla was the true villain. Uh-oh. In the Monsterverse, the Titans are ultimately still animals. Yeah, it makes sense. They're just gigantic animal. Bruh, hush. Godzilla versus Kong was the crossover. I'm not denying that, man. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I don't like this. Like literally, all it ever is just like make them fight in the movie. I'm not taking anything away from the crossover. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I just don't like the idea of make them fight being a plot, being a chief plot in anything. This stuff gets annoying after a while. Like, why? It's like I get it, but it's just lazy to me. King Kong versus Godzilla in the Showa was awesome. I didn't know there was a Showa version of it, but also, why would there be a Showa version of it? But also shout out to Jovi, shout out to Jovi's nephew. Also shout out to Jovi. She got power back. You know what I'm saying? Really glad to see that everything turned out okay. Really glad to have you on the stream. You know, I hope that everything is going well over there. You know, I hope that you're safe. It's storming this butt off over here. It's about to get wet. It's about to. There needs to be another word for wet. It's about to get rainy because that was when both were being established. So they wanted a crossover. Sadly, the original Kong creator wasn't thrilled. Well, I mean, yeah, of course not. Did he have a say in what was going on in the movie? Did he have a say? Like, they should have brought the original creators together just to kind of get an idea of what they was going to do. He hated the idea of Kong being played by a man in a gorilla suit. I mean, what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? Like puppeteer? Claymation? Ain't no way you do a CGI, bro. That's the 60s. That would not look right. CGI in the 60s? Shit, no way. Oh, no. Oh, man. You will be torturing those people, and the thing will look like blocky as heck. And you'll be like torturing the workers for like hours on end. It had to be a man in a gorilla suit. Like, what else would it be? This is this is the 60s, right? Or 70s? Shoot. They weren't even doing claymation around that time, man. Were they? Were they doing? No, claymation was like the 80s, man. Claymation was like relatively a little bit later, I would assume. You got to remember they used like claymation for the first Kong. Did they? I thought the first Kong was also a dude in a gorilla suit. No, wait. No, the first Kong, was it claymation? Yo, hold up. I saw the first Kong in my film class. No, I saw a clip of it. Man, you making me reevaluate everything that happened to me now. I'm having a bit of a crisis here. You ever like remember something in your history and then you realize, oh crap, I've been remembering this differently for years? This is why I record everything. It's just so I can remember stuff. Also, like I said, because it is raining outside and this is like on again, off again, storming, there's a great chance that it might kick me off the stream. I don't know, because that was literally the only way he could fight Godzilla. They gave Kong lightning powers in the first fight. That actually makes sense. They had to make Godzilla. They got to make him Godzilla size to make it to where he has lightning powers. Okay, so they just basically made King Kong into King Ghidorah, which is great. I mean, Fire and Lightning has also been like the ideal confrontation forever. So it's like, you know, like fire versus lightning, heat versus heat. Let's do it. It's about to get steamy up in here. Which no, I should probably say that a little bit better. It's about to get hot. Buzz. I'm usually pretty good with those. Forget it. I thought I had something I didn't. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's better. Oh, by the way, I'm still in like excruciating pain. I'm just putting up a good front right now. At least I'm trying to. They fought 3 times. Godzilla technically won the second fight. Kong won the final fight. Heisei era was the best era. This dude is hype about Godzilla, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I will say this right now. I feel like, okay, cool. The world is definitely ready for a new video. The world is definitely ready for another Godzilla video game. They should have it shouldn't be like a fighting game. It should be like a how would you even make a Godzilla video game? You just have him just have Godzilla just walking around knocking things over. I mean, what would you even do? How would you even go about doing that? Like, would you just make it like based off of the old games where you just following the map? God, man. What would this generation's there's no way to make a good Godzilla movie. What do you mean? You could literally just do it's Godzilla, bro. You could literally do anything with Godzilla and it will be good. Like you could literally I'm ready for Godzilla and Transformers. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for Godzilla to just randomly show up in a Transformers movie. I feel like that's happening. There's no way to make a good Godzilla game. Dude, are you serious? Okay, all right. You remember the game Rage? No, what was it? Rampage? It was the one where you could play as the wolf, the giant gorilla. No, I played Super Godzilla. Man, I played Super Godzilla. That was a good game. I played Super Godzilla. That was a fun game, dog. Once I realized that you had to hold down in order to get your bar up, man, that was my game right there. That was a good game. Rampage is nothing like Godzilla. That's what I was getting at. You can make a new Godzilla based off of Rampage, make it similar to Rampage. You don't even have to have him climb buildings, just tank through them, bro. There was a Godzilla game. It was what was it? Godzilla Destroy All Monsters or something like that. And it was just it was just like a fighting game, but you had to play against all of the other. The heck is this? It's okay. Look up the Godzilla PS4. You talking about the PS4 game, or there was a PS4 Godzilla Destroy All Monsters is getting a reboot? That's what I'm saying. The world's ready. The world is definitely ready for a new game, bro. I'm familiar with Destroy All Monsters. Bro, I really hate the fact that the majority of the internet is bots right now. I'm getting random messages from random bots, and they're just, "Hello, I am actually a real person. Please give me your card information." No, leave me alone. I am poor. Why don't y'all ever go after rich people? Godzilla PS4 game. Hold on. Bro, this is lit. Are you crazy? Dude, this is insane. Oh my god. Yes. This game. Are you out of your mind? This game looks amazing. This PS4 game looks amazing, bro. I don't know what you're like. I feel like you're trying to say that this was meh, but this doesn't even look meh. This looks amazing. Especially because you're a Godzilla fan. This should be like that should give you hype. That should make you like hype as heck, bro. Nah, that's whatever. Like maybe it's because I'm looking at the pictures of it, but it looks like I said. Obviously, it looks like a bro King. Bro, is that a bro? Is that Ultraman? Bro, no. Who the heck is Jet Jaguar? Look at gameplay. Probably Jet Jaguar. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. He's a robot based off of Ultraman. Okay. Is he one of the good guys? Because I don't know. That facial expression kind of got me a little, kind of making me uneasy. Something about the way that the downward motion of the eyes and the cone head. Ally of Godzilla. Yeah, he's a straight up hero. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing they were not a fan of it. Well, darn. All right. That's fair. Peeps are saying that it was not a good game. Only fought him in Godzilla's singular point where Godzilla was the villain. That's crazy. I'm genuinely surprised that Godzilla wasn't always a villain. It's like just this giant beast just trampling this city and destroying everything. And somehow not evil. Hey, wouldn't we all want to pick Godzilla on our side? Random question: would y'all want Godzilla as a pet? They were supposed to cross over with Inhumanoids. I don't know what that is. Funny you mentioned Transformers. The crossover with GI Joe. They cross over with GI Joe a lot. You know, on one side that makes sense. On the other side, that's weird. GI Joe and Transformers, it makes sense because when you think of the military in America, you think of like vehicles and stuff like that. Like, isn't one of the isn't Megatron a tank? Hold on. No. There's a Decepticon, not Decepticon. There's a Decepticon that's a tank. There's a Decepticon that's a tank. No, wait, hold on. Which one of them is a tank? Is there a Transformer that's a tank? Or a Jeep? It's a cartoon from our era. And you know Megatron been everything. I know that Megatron's been everything, but it's like I'm trying to think that was he a tank? Because I don't remember him being a tank. I remember him being a piece. I remember him being, obviously a T-Rex. I remember him being I don't remember him being no tank. For the life of me, that's really gonna bother me now because I don't think he's been a tank before. Transformer. Oh, okay. So he was a tank. It just I never seen like the tank part. I never seen the shooty part from him. Was the shooty part the his piece? Because I know he used to transform into a Blim Blam, but like I didn't think that that was also part of his gear. I thought he just was the Blim Blam. And no, I'm not talking about the core block from Rick and Morty. No, I just never saw the shooty part. Like when he was not a tank, because like normally you can tell. But then again, I guess you could say the same thing about like not being able to see the trailer when Optimus transformed back when he was an 18 wheeler. But as far back as I can tell, Optimus was always a fire truck. I mean, but he was also 18 wheeler. But like also, if they were like merging with GI Joe, and GI Joe is all about the military, and Megatron is a tank. I mean, I feel like it just sort of sends the wrong message. I feel like it just sort of sends a couple of mixed messages there. It's like hey, maybe the tank was like maybe Megatron was all about American freedom all along. GI Joe, the more you know. By the way, I got three people up in here, but only like okay. So I got three people up in here. One person talking. I'm gonna assume that the other person is Jovi. Maybe she's busy doing, 'cause Jovi got a life. But who's this other person? I'm trying to. That's gonna mess with me a little bit. That's gonna mess with me a little bit. I got three likes, so it got to be somebody who doesn't hate me, but somebody who's also invested enough to just shoot a like and not say nothing. Dang, they already left. That's crazy. I was trying to get suspicious and they just dipped. It was probably Megas. Um, so at random, sometimes I actually hate to say this, but sometimes I be finding myself like going into the commentary slot tube videos that's on YouTube. Like so far I've been like actually watching some of these guys, and it's like I don't understand how like this. I try to sit down and I watch some of these long stream videos that they be doing, like the ones where they be walking around and bothering people and stuff like that. And I be trying to watch those, just to sort of see specifically, like what is it about these videos that get people that appeal to so many people. And I don't know, man. I'm just not seeing it. Midnight Spider-Man basically sounds like OG Comic Writer. Let me guess. Let me guess. Really, really smart kid got kidnapped by an organization. Like, he's really smart kid, really talented, probably like the ace and everything. Is like getting kidnapped by an organization, gets pumped up full of meds, not meds, but gets pumped up, chock full of superpower juice. They try to turn him into an evil person, and he's like, "Nope, I'm not doing that." And he turns against the organization, and now they're like catching. Now they're like chasing after him. Also, shout out to Hiroshi Fujioka for still being alive. Hiroshi Miyauchi too. Matter of fact, shout out to all of them, even the ones that ain't with us no more. Shoot, man, I'm still remembering that we lost our Hiroshi Fujioka. Man, I'm such a nerd for that show, man. Don't get me started talking about Kamen Rider, bro. I feel so nerdy talking about it. It's just like that's like one. I like being nerdy when it comes to certain things, but like I don't like people knowing Go Lion is better than Voltron. Man, shut up. Go Lion? Is it Go Lion Voltron? We stay losing people in the industry. I don't even want to think about that, bro. Like, cause like Jason David Frank is gone, and Austin St. John apparently is like just on some other stuff, man. I don't know. Austin St. John is on some wild stuff, man. But it's like we still got Karen Ashley, we still got Karen Ashley, we still got David Yost, we still got Amy Jo Johnson, we still got you know we still got Walter Jones. He's still acting. That's the part that really kind of got me happy. It's like Walter Jones is still doing things. Go Lion is where they got the footage for Voltron. Yeah, but it's essentially Voltron. I understand that it's a lot like how Power Rangers is Super Sentai, but not really. But like it's essentially the same thing. It's like it's an essentialism. Essentially, I'm trying so hard to think of another word. It's not coming out, man. It's a concept. I can't think of anything. But also, Voltron doesn't have an ending? What, Homeboy's brother doesn't like home? Dang. Okay, hold on. Also, how did you watch Go? I know you got Go Lion. Like you're the dude when it comes to stuff like this. Like I know for a fact that you got some stuff. Like I know you got Go Lion. Do you got Go Lion? How's it going, Mystical? I got every single time I say your name, I'm just thinking to myself, wow. Man, I don't even want to think about Mystical right now. I have to learn about what he did. Bruh, that stuff happened in my hometown. Not you, Mystical. Not you in the chat, but the performer. God, man. Like there is being an enjoyer of the dirty arts, and then there's what he was doing. Oh, man. It should never be that serious. And I say this as somebody who hasn't participated in that in years. How's it going? Unbalanced. Yeah, it was bad what he did. Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad. It's like such a talented performer too. Like, how could you even do stuff like that with the success that you have? It's wild, bro. It's like there's a difference between taking something and just like getting something that's given to you and then taking it. It's weird how there's so many people out there who just want to take things rather than just get it from what's being offered. You're all right, not that serious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's wild. But I don't even want to get into that. God, that happened. I really hate the fact because it's like, we like us Louisianians, we don't get to appreciate like any of our performers because they're all bad. Like they're all bad. Tyler Perry, bad. Lil Wayne, bad. Lil Boosie, bad. Mystical, bad. Kevin Gates, bad. You just go down the list. It's like either they're controversial for the wrong reason or they're dead. I mean, at least we still got Lynn Whitfield. I'm cool with that. We still got Lynn Whitfield. We still got Lynn Whitfield. Still got Warwick Dunn. Still got what's that dude's name? He's an actor, black dude. I forget his name. He's on a lot of stuff too. That dude does work. It's gonna come to me later. Which would you say is good ones y'all have? Like I said, Lynn Whitfield, Warwick Dunn. There is an actor whose name I just like is escaping me right now. Like I'm trying to think of like some good singers. I know we got some good singers, but it's kind of hard to tell because I don't know their names. Also, I don't like really care that much about music, so I can't really give you that one. But yeah, it's like, but for all the good ones that we have, we got some bad ones too, and it's not great. God, man, how you do something like how do you fumble the bag that hard, bro? You are mad successful. You can just like you're successful. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah. But how's stuff over there, man? How's stuff over there with you? You doing a-okay? You're relaxing? You chilling? Okay. With that being, man, like I ain't gonna lie, I do way too much of I was reading something. I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna do it so that way I don't just have to look at me just stare at the screen. I'm going to share my screen so we could check out what I'll be looking at. Here we go. Just looking at my collection right now. I already know what I'm in the mood for. By the way, this comic series right here, I don't know if I can see it, but it's like Noble. Like it's an original comic series, original universe. I don't know. It's still not doing anything. Like, you know, I thought it was kind of nice. The incidentals, Noble, Excel. I was really into this. And it did nothing now. Oh, it's different series. What I don't know what you're referring to. I feel like we got. I need to reread Kino because I don't know anything about Kino. I forget everything about Kino. I read Masterverse. It was okay. At some point, I do need to like actually get into this. I really hate the fact that I got into Darasan of Reiwa just because of the cover. I feel like such a bad person. This is amazing, by the way. Like, you know, this was a fun read. Jalea, that was a fun series to read. I loved it. Hip Hop the Omnibus. This kind of bums me out a little bit because the guy who made this is dead now for controversial reasons. This is actually adorable. East of West, I hate it. I genuinely hate it, but I have to read it. I was like, East of West, I hate it, but like, you know, it sucks, but I gotta read it because I started it. Excellence is complicated, by the way. Excellence is basically Black Naruto with magic. Like Naruto in the sense of it's a complicated storyline that you have to like really pay attention to context to follow. And also like they do like Harry Potter style like magic and stuff up in it. 1/6 is actually pretty good too because it was made like after January 6th and it was made in context to like what could have happened, the extreme part of what could have happened if January 6th actually went underway is actually really good. I forgot I had Yatsuba. Bone is great. Titan King is great. If you're a fan of like Titan King is proof that like they really love anime in Central America. Okay, we got Valiant here. Did I read Invisible Kingdom? I think I did. I think I started to read Invisible Kingdom and I hated it. Orisha is actually pretty dope, by the way. Orisha is really good. Orchid, if I'm not mistaken, Tom Morello wrote it. That's the only reason why I'm like checking it out. I don't even know if y'all can see this or not. Like, I want to read the Saint Seiya series, but I want to read it in order, and I genuinely don't know how to go about doing that. Also want to read Signals. I was starting that, and I think I just got kind of got carried away. I thought the dude, this series right here, from this name, it looks Korean, Choi Gusek, but like the art style looks like that dude who drew Monster. So that's kind of like going over my head a little bit. You heard about Davy Chase? I have not. I have no clue who that is. Angel City. I was reading this. This woman is investigating. It's basically like a film noir made into a comic book series, but this woman is looking for somebody who killed her friend. And this actual Angel City, Town Without Pity. I'm just not getting that. I am so, bruh. I am dense. What? God, I'm dense. BB Wolf and the 3 LPs. Oh yeah. The Mueller Report. Somebody really made a comic book series dedicated to the Mueller Report. I'm going to read this eventually, but I'm like, not right now. I'm bored as heck. The cover got me on this, but it's not great. Joyama, I was actually reading this. Why did I stop? Omni, same thing. No, Omni, I know why I stopped reading that. Sentient, Sentient is dope. Like, Sentient is dope. Like, if y'all, like, I understand that everybody kind of hates AI now. Hold on. The voice of Lilo from Lilo and Stitch passed away? Oh, no, don't do that to me. Are you serious? Yo, wait, how old was she? Please tell me that she was at least an adult, because she sounded like a kid. Hold on, what? Yo, she died this year. Dude, what? That's insane. That is insane. Yo, that's insane. That's insane. Yo, that's crazy. She was 35 years old. She died like literally a couple days ago. Yo, that is crazy. She was in her 30s. Don't do that. That's hurting my spirit a little bit, dude. Like, God, dog. That just goes to show. I will say this right now, like, if you're not celebrity, but if you're like an actor or a performer, and like you're in this, I feel like, if you're an actor or a performer, if something happens to you, like in the context of her, like in the situation about what happened to her, because from what I'm reading, it's she had she was fighting her demons, and unfortunately her demons had won. Like, from what I'm gathering, it's like the film industry failed her. The film industry failed her. I'm definitely because you can't. Lilo and Stitch is a successful movie. It's a movie that's actually being redone right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have easily like got a bag just for voicing Lilo and Stitch. So it's like, nah, like I blame the industry. That's crazy. That's depressing. I knew nothing about that, and that's bumming me out, man. I ain't gonna lie. Especially because I just saw the manga for Lilo and Stitch in my collections. Man, that's gonna exploitation. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if you work in the film industry and you die relatively young, I have every reason to believe that it's like, I blame the industry, because I understand that, like, some people can't fight their demons, but it's like, for you to be that successful and have those demons in the first place, something was there. Something was planted there. You know what I mean? Like people don't just wake up and decide to. People don't just wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I feel like doing heroin. You know, they're like, no, something was there. Monster, like there was a monster in the closet that she was clearly trying to run away from. And they didn't bother to figure out specifically who that monster was or what that monster was doing. I blame the industry. I blame the industry. Bleach is coming back. Bleach is coming back? What are you talking about? Bleach is like wait, Bleach is never what am I saying? Bleach has never left, dude. What are you talking? What do you mean? Bleach was never gone. I could bring Furious back. I did finish Furious. I finished Furious on live. Apparently, Kubo is writing a new arc based on. Hello, everyone. By the way, well, how's it going, Mia? Good to see you. How's being a mom? I feel like that's I mean, obviously, there's more to you than you being a mom, but it's like I do know that like now that you don't be here as often, I'm pretty sure it's because you're busy, you got a life, you're taking care of another life, got the life. That song is in my head. Korn, Got the Life. Do 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 do. I love it. He's a lot of hard work, but he's my greatest blessing. That's the cutest thing on the planet. I love it. Well, like I'm glad that I'm glad to see that things are working out though. That's adorable actually. Like get a chance to you get a chance to see someone that you created grow up. That's probably like a really beautiful thing. Not that I would know, but like that I can only imagine how awesome that is. I love this show. This not this show. This series, Hitman Stan. I love it. I love it. For those who don't know, like this dude is like he's a hitman for like a mafia for like a yakuza team, and he's a hitman for a yakuza, and he decides to quit the yakuza so he could like be a stand for a so he could like be a big fan of a an idol performer, but it's like he's still a hitman. So it's like they try to mess with the girl that he is like being a fan of, and he actively like matter of fact let me do this. Let me read this one because please don't be busted. Please don't be busted. Let's see, where did I leave off at? All right, okay, yeah. Oh man, yeah. He's at the concert. Let's go. Like, look at how like he looks like a tough guy. He looks like Agent 47 if he was an anime character or something. Except homeboy got hair. He's getting himself ready, getting himself all spiffy. Obviously checking out his weaponry. I'm coming to stand you, Calvin. Oh my god. This dude is such a dork, man. Sorry, I'm balanced doing videos and watching you at the same time. Hey, it's cool. It's cool. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping by. It's no problem. This manga is called The Hitman Stands. It's about this hitman who is a big fan of an idol star named Calren, and he recently quit the Yakuza team that he was working for so he could stand her full time. This is like maybe the second or third chapter, and he's like literally, hold on, it literally says so right here. I'm coming to stand you, Calren. And when he says stand, it's in a context of American thing. It's like, hold on, this is hold on. And this is our new rosacea T-shirt. And no sign, you should wear it. You should wear it too. And he's so awesome. The thing that makes this funny is that like he's like a legit hitman. So it's like, you know, he's like tough. He's like a tough guy. He's a tough guy. He's basically whenever the Yakuza needs somebody murked, they call him. Right? They call him. And but like the whole thing is that like, you know, he's like, I'm don't want to do this no more because I want to be a fan of this idol performer full time, which by the way, completely off context, like within context but also off context. If you could do this, if you could do that as a job, you know what I'm saying, to still earn income to like take care of like your personal responsibilities, like your home and stuff like that. Hey, follow your dreams, my dude. I should. You're always in a suit. I want to see you wearing our merch sometime. I did quit being a hitman. Maybe I don't need to wear this suit anymore. Calvin designed it. Oh boy is smitten. This dude is smitten, bro. I love this. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's called Hitman Stands. I would start it from the beginning, but I am I probably might, you know what? I probably might start this from the beginning at some like right. I'll read up on this later. Go and do my collection to see exactly what all I got. Let's see. I'm gonna start from the bottom. Let's see what else. Did I start from the bottom? Clock Striker is actually really fun, by the way. Clock Striker is fun. I want to say Clock Striker was like one that was made by a. Clock Striker was made by shoot, I forget who it was. But basically the main character, she's like a super genius. She lost her arm, and she is smart enough to like make herself a new arm, and she did it with like this legendary metal that the bad guy is looking for. It's actually very. I think a lot of the story in that one was actually pretty good. It's really 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 fun. Clock Striker would have made a great anime, like a great like animated show. But, you know, obviously, you know, black main character, I'm pretty sure people would have been like, oh my God, the character's black, why? Yeah. You know, even though Michiko and Hachin was actually really good. Kaya, I forget what Kaya is about. I got to revisit this, but if I'm not mistaken, they're siblings, or at least half siblings. And I think they're on an adventure, but I forget what the adventure entails. Paper Girls, didn't even read this one. No lie, I thought this was based off of. This was based off of a movie that I saw. Turns out it's not, and I just been too lazy to actually reread it. Disciples of the Soil, same thing, but I actually probably might end up reading that again a little bit later. The Bremen Town Musicians, if I'm not mistaken, I think I read this book before, and I just wanted to see what it's like in comic book form, but I just genuinely forgot what it was. I genuinely forgot, like, what the Bremen Town Musicians was about. Noble, obviously, this is all Callus Prime stuff. Noble is basically like Callus Prime version of Superman. Summit is basically Callus Prime versus of Wonder Woman, except she can't fly. So I genuinely don't understand this. I genuinely don't understand like this cover because makes it look like she can fly, but she can't. This one too, she can't fly, and that's kind of bums me out a little bit because she's literally like literally a walking nuclear explosion. So it's like we can't make her fly, whatever. But like the entire thing about her is that she is, yeah, she's also like really smart. 7 days is like their crossover event and nothing really like came of it. It was actually pretty crazy how that happened. The incidentals was like I think X-Men. But like obviously led by some rich dude instead of some genius. And also there's like two characters up in there that's always dying, and they really made me mad because I think he also dies in 7 days, but since 7 days is like the last chapter of this entire series, he's probably like dead for good, and I don't want that to be the case. Axel was fun. Like he's basically like the Flash, but like they do this thing where he goes so fast that he like literally like goes from dimension to dimension. It's really dope. I liked it. Kino, I can't even like Kino's power is a lot like the Black Panther, where he just takes damage and like reciprocates it back to people. But also like for the first literal couple in canon, for like the first maybe couple months after the big event that happens that gives everybody their superpowers, this dude is like disappeared. Like he's like gone. Nobody knows what's happening to him. And then he automatically like comes back and he becomes the superhero that he is. It's actually pretty insane. Thundercats Apex. I don't know if this is canon to Thundercats or not. And that's kind of the reason why I'm sort of skittish about like love watching Unbalanced on the weekends. No work, just relaxing. Life is good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Massiveverse is actually like Massiveverse. This actually has capabilities of like doing something. The only problem is that like they just base it like it was a whole bunch of characters, and then they just decided to just make it about one character and give that one character a team, and it feels like they just sort of put everybody else at the back burner, and I'm not cool with that. The Agent, I have no clue what this is. I was like 0% idea. I don't know why I even got this. I think it was I forget. I'm lazy. The Green Hornet and Fury. I love pulp stuff. I love pulp stuff, and like this is basically the pulpiest. So we're talking Green Hornet, the Shadow, Miss Fury. I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, there was one of them where they had like everybody like some kind of Justice League, but for the Pulp Fiction, but for the Pulp era things. I like that. The Herculoids, I used to love that series, man. I used to love Gleep and Glorp. They were cool. I liked them. I could ramble all day, but that's only because I have no like. How you guys doing? Like we got crazy weather going on over here. Did you guys y'all got any tornado or hurricanes that y'all worried about? I know it's getting hot. Up there or wherever you guys are at. How's the weather? What's his name? Gleep and Glorp? I forget their names. I don't know what Black Science is either. I want to check that out. Killer Instinct, played the game, loved it. Ghost of Tsushima art book, band book club. I should read this. This feels like something I wouldn't understand though. But like I read the Joy Luck Club, so why not the band book club? Let's do it. So Beat. Part of me was interested in this until I realized. Part of me was interested in this until I realized who wrote it, and now I'm a little. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just there's nothing really wrong with it. I'm just a little conflicted. Karpow, this is actually more twisted. This is very twisted. Blitz, I like chess. Dorosan of Reiwa, this was definitely one of my weaker moments, and I'm not proud of picking that one. Blue Falcon and Dynamite. I'm not specifically sure. Like, I love the old cartoon, but I was always under the impression that Blue Falcon and Dynamite was actually an extension of Dexter's Laboratory. I didn't know it was its own thing. Black History in its own words. I'm going to read that in my own time. Oh, man. Bro, it is really pouring. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's really coming down outside, man. God, dog, it's really coming down. This is insane. Oh, my Lord. I do not like this. I do not like how this sounds, bro. This storm sounds aggressive. It's like it doesn't even feel like there's any like normally when rain is coming, wind is usually like going crazy, so I can hear the wind chimes outside, but I don't hear no wind chimes. So this just feels like windless storm, and that's just I don't know. That's I just don't sound. That don't feel right. I don't know. That don't feel right. Just hurricane 91 degrees. Oh, you're in Miami. That's dope. You definitely ain't got a reason to be here. God, my goodness. Ugh. 91 degrees, man. You my brother, you getting cooked out there. I hope you're under some I hope you're in some a really good I hope you're in a good place where you can stay cool. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Lucky I wanted to rain. Hey, that probably might happen. Yep. That was loud. Yeah. So just in case the roof caves in, I just want you guys to know, I really appreciate the 2080 subscribers, and should I die in some context to this storm, it was a nice knowing though. Yeah, but yeah, it sounds really bad right now. I'm so glad. I'm just genuinely glad I'm not out on the road right now. Because in any other context, like on any other day, I would probably be out on the road, like driving someone somewhere right about now. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty crazy out there. It's nothing but the wet stuff. But on the good foot, I feel if I'm not mistaken, just real quick, there's a good chance this might be headed towards Florida. Wait, Jovi, y'all had this weather too, huh? Did it storm where you guys are at too? Or is it just with us? Oh God. It's not raining today. Yeah, but it's like, well, oh, okay. Because I knew, because I thought that y'all was also getting the business too. This is gonna hurt actually. What it may be, maybe I'm not sure, but I do know it's like I do know that this is. I mean, this is definitely storming season, and it's been pretty aggressive out there lately. Like it's been aggressive, it's been loud, and it's been knock knock knocking. Crazy times, y'all. I know one thing though. Once the storm is over, it's gonna be hot, man. It's gonna be like one thing I hate about living in one thing I hate about living in the South, man. It's like going after like I can handle the heat. It's the rain. It's the heat after the rain because like you can practically see the steam like just coming out, just being like, yeah, we. You can just see that like it's a wet heat is different from dry heat, if that makes sense. I feel like I feel like people understand what I mean by that. Like, as they say, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. And humidity is aggressive. Humidity is, humidity will fight you. Like humidity is humidity is not no joke. Uh, ah. I spent summers in Riceville, Georgia, during the humidity. The humidity is bad. Oh yeah, that's the thing. The humidity is pretty gross. The humidity is very, very, very bad for sure. Huh. Typical cat. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just reading this comic. Like I said, uh, yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's pretty. Like I said, but yeah, it's definitely the humidity for sure. Oops, hold on. Socko Poodle. So what you have for breakfast? Not much, dude. I'm just dang, I don't even remember eating actually. Uh, damn, what did I eat? Oh, shoot, I do not remember. I really don't. Me and my free will, man, my crazy free will, and I don't be doing nothing. But I did eat. I did eat, but dang, that's actually a good question. No lie, no lie. I genuinely forgot. But it was like I'll say it was a burrito. I'll say it was a burrito. But what about y'all? No, y'all like y'all eat anything good? Oops, wait, hold on. Make a poodle moo. Make a poodle moo. I'm gonna start saying that from now on. Leftover waffle. Hey, that sounds dope. Make a poodle moo. Oh my god, that is so stupid. I love it. Yeah, I don't really eat breakfast. Yeah, neither do I. But the outlook of a lot of criminals. I should have read this. You know what? I'm gonna read this one. Okay, because from what I'm gathering, I'm gonna read this one because from what I'm gathering, every character I can basically make every character male. Okay, welcome to. Did you see the movie The Backwoods? I did not. That sounds terrifying though. Okay, I've read enough. I am going to voice this. One day, get going, you lazy beast. The corn needs grinding, and we must return home by sunset. Your donkey trumpets your arrival, even in far off. I can't. Your donkey trumpets your arrival, even in far off Bremen town. There's no finer musician. His bread is all he's good for these days. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time he sold him. But who would buy this old creature? You can sell his hide to the leather worker, his hooves to the glue baker, and his meat to the market. Great idea, Miller. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm doomed. The miller said I have a great singing voice. I'll ride away to Bremen and carry my keep as a town musician. Woof, woof, woof. What's that noise? What's the matter, friend? Why are you so upset? Fox raided our hen house. I was supposed to catch it, but my old nose isn't what it used to be. If I return her without the fox, my master will shoot me. My master was going to sell me for my hide, so I decided to run away. I'm going to Bremen to earn my living as a musician. Would you like to come with me? That sounds wonderful. Yeah! You lazy cat. You might scream my bread for the last time. Get back or I'll bite your face. My face is safe. Your teeth are worn and nubs just like mine. And you're far too short to reach my face. You're right. These days, even my mice don't fear me. You're right. Even the day the mice don't fear me. My owner was going to drown me. Let me reread that. You're right. These days, even the mice don't fear me. My owner was going to drown me, but I ran from her. But I'll surely starve. But a cat with such an elegant voice would never starve. Donkey's right. Come with us to Bremen. We'll be the town musicians there together. Sockaboodle-roo! Oh my god. Oh my god, that's funny as heck. I shouldn't. Okay. Oh, okay. I can't say that without laughing. You're gonna have to bear with me. I'm just gonna have to. Sockaboodle-roo! What's his problem? Rooster, why are you crowing? The sun is setting, not rising. Yes, your cry is sure to welcome the dawn. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I never remember when to crow. I've been so confused ever since I fell down that well. My master is angry and says he will eat me for dinner soon. Mankapoodle. Okay. I can't do that. That's too funny. I can't do that. Shall we ask him to join us? He's a friendly fellow with a fine, loud voice. Too loud. He hurts my ears. He's a little odd, but we should invite him anyway. Maka kangaroo! We're going to the town of Bremen to become musicians. Would you like to join us? I'd love to. Hey, Miss Christy, how you doing? It's good to see you. This weather is terrible. Let's rest beneath that tree until the storm passes. A branch will make a good safe bed. Good night. I shall fly to the treetop to guard you while you sleep. My friends, I see a light. There's a cottage nearby. Perhaps it belongs to some friendly farmers. Without luck, it'll belong to criminals. The people there are making lots of noise. We should investigate. I'm afraid Cat was right. These are not friendly farmers. Hold on. I thank the merchant for his hard-earned gold. I thank the merchant for his hard-earned gold. I'll hail the baker who misses fine bread. A toast to the butcher from whom we stole this meat. And I drink to the fools who abandoned this house. Why did the owners leave? People say this house is haunted. Haunted? I like to see a ghost that can scare the likes of me. Food is piled in corners and the floor is dry as a cozy barn. This could be just the place for us. If only those robbers would leave. But what if the cottage is haunted? There aren't any ghosts living there, but soon there will be. Cat, climb up on Hound's shoulders. Hound, you must then leap onto my back. Lastly, Rooster, you will sit atop Cat's head. Well, do as you ask, Donkey, but what are you planning? We have such beautiful voices and we sing in perfect harmony, but our voices can only make frightening sounds. Now all of you must sing as though your lives depend on it. I am not doing that. Like no way. I don't like yelling. You are not going to get that out of me unless I'm in like a soundproof room. Absolutely not. Nope. I love how as soon as I'm doing this, people are just like, people have left the chat. Okay, that's fine. Out of my way, run for your lives, head for the forest. It's a ghost. Brilliant plan, Donkey. We make a good team. Then, as the fire died, each creature found their own place. This is just like my old stable. I shall sleep here. I'll rest here and guard the door. And I shall keep watch from above. Soon the musicians were sound asleep. Hey, we must reclaim our home and our stolen good. But what about the ghost? Don't be silly. There's no such thing as ghost. Now go and look through the window. If all is quiet, and climb inside, light the fire to signal us. I don't see any ghosts. Cat said, I know good and well. I wish there was some cat owners in the chat to like just know that they know that look. Like, I'm sorry, this should be a meme. I'm going to screen capture this eventually and like just do something with this because this cat, when they look like that, they're about to do something, and this cat did. I'm not screaming. I am not screaming. What happened to you? What happened to you? Monsters! That house is full of monsters. What? First a witch clawed my face, then a werewolf bit me and scratched my legs. Lastly, an ogre kicked me in the chest and sent me flying through the window. Ah, it's a vampire! Please don't hurt us. We'll never return. Oh, God. This is fun. Cockadoodle. Okay. You got it right this time. That's awesome. Let's crow it, Rooster. So, shall we move to Bremen? Why? Everything we need is right here. Cat is right. We'll stay here. Someday, when our act is perfected, we'll visit Bremen town. Perhaps. Every night, the musicians gathered at fire and sang in perfect harmony. The neighbors kept as far from the cottage as they could. And so the Bremen town musicians, who will probably never visit Bremen, live happily together lived happily ever after. I read this story before. All right, read that one next. Huh. Oh, wait. This was like for. Alrighty. Is Ghost Machine on there? I don't think so. I can check. Bro got chef by the monsters, man. Bro got chef by the bro got chef by the Birmingham musicians. That's what bro got chef by. It's like 11 for me, so I have to go. I just go do pop to say hello. Well, I appreciate that, Cooper. I appreciate that, Cooper. Thanks for the support. Get some rest, man. At least you ain't got to worry about this storm. Also, if it's 11, that means that you're on the other side of the world, man. Where are you? Are you an international? Are you an international fan? Like, are you like in Germany or something? 6 hours. That's 6 hours. That's in Europe. Wait, no, that's in Europe, right? Not in Asia, but that's somewhere in Europe. Oh, you're in England, the UK. I don't know what they call it, man. I don't know what they call it. I know it's like it used to be the UK, and then it was Britain for a while. Now it's. Hold on. Are you British, or are you just like, or are you an American in the UK? Because like there's a joke that goes on. It's like, oh, everybody in the UK isn't British. Is Ghost Machine on here? I can check. Give me a second. Doom. Nope. Doesn't look like it, buddy. Make a boo boo. Oh man, I'm using that. Mocker kangaroo. Oh my god. One of my favorite things about that is I can just say that at random and like nobody would know what I'm referring to. That's just like my own little personal inside joke for myself. What time is it now for me? It's like 4. But also I haven't really checked this. I think I haven't checked my clock. I'm just gonna say 4 because I'm kind of lazy. But yeah, like homeboy isn't like I got people watching me from like the other side of the world, man. That's insane. Having an international audience always sort of makes me feel like for me it's 6:20. Dang, okay. So you got to be yeah. You did say you were like out there in the big Florida. So yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. I like okay. I got questions about Miami. does Miami have a beach? Miami is like close to the beach, right? Like, like when I think about I always when I was younger, I always wanted to go to Miami, and the reason why is because of the Will Smith song. I'm going to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Dun, dun, wah, wah. Like, okay, I'm old, and I actually that song was really catchy to me. But it's like I heard that song, so I heard that song, and the first thing I thought was Miami is like this awesome place that everybody should like, that everybody is like definitely wants to go to. So like now I'm compelled to be like, is it really is it hype or is it hype or is it overhyped? I gotta ask the question: do you still remember me though? I'm from some recent streams and vids, some like a while ago. Your name do sound familiar, but like your name do sound familiar, and it is like it is registering, but it's just because of the fact that you're not like on as often. Like I like it's I won't lie to you, but also real quick, my memory is terrible. Depression is definitely like one of those things that really kind of like stayed with me. Like, well, I don't want to sound like those types of people who blames my depression on stuff, but it's like, yeah, depression ruins people's memory. But like I do remember you though, like and like I said, as long as like I do remember you, and I don't remember you for being a hater. So it's like that actually that helps a lot because, bro, I have enough of those. If I'm not mistaken, you're the one who likes cars, right? Like you're the one who are you're a big car enthusiast. You like cars, and you were playing a racing game last time we were talking. But yeah, like I said, that song is funny, pretty cool song. Yeah, I'm going to assume that you're young because that song was like a really long time ago. Like I said, it was a Will Smith track, and that was back when like Will Smith was like was considered like the biggest rapper of his time. And but it's like, yeah, he made a song basically like hyping up Miami, and now I'm like, you're since you say you're from there, since you say you are there, I just wanted to know like, what's your take on Miami since you like live there and everything like that. Like, I'll say this: where I live not too far from LSU. Yeah, I don't pop in that often because of school, but I ask you like every stream. So yes, you think you do like the very time. So yeah, well, I like very every time. So well, yeah, I like I said, I do appreciate you for popping up and showing the brother some support up in here. It's really appreciated. Very good question. It's vast and expensive. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like that. That sounds about right. It's like I bet it's because of all the tourism that you probably get. They're probably like, "Yo, we can we can raise the prices up because people gonna show up, man. People gonna buy stuff over here. We're about to make this money." Shoot. But yeah, like I said, part of me would like to go to Miami, but it's like I'm poor, so it's like that clearly ain't happening, and that I'm clearly not in the right price range to be going over to Miami. But it's like I like the idea of going to the beach, even though I myself don't like being shirtless. So I got all this going on. It's big Latino commute. I believe it. I believe it. Like I want to say the majority of the South is basically black and like it's either black people, Latino people, or racist people. No offense, like not because not all white people are. I'm not gonna say all white people are racist, but it's like a lot of racist people do live in the South because like all these blacks and Latinos, I don't like them. But I will say that it does. I will say though that like I always wanted to go to the beach. Well, obviously, I didn't mean I say it in every stream you do. I ask every time I get into your streams because school is busy. Hey, I get it. Hey, like I said, as long as you're not a hater, I'm going. As long as you're not a hater, I'm going to remember you positively. Would I go to Japan? Probably. Like if the offer was there, and I could actually choose to come back to America, yeah. Because like I would be a foreigner in Japan. I feel like context matters here because like I'll be a foreigner in Japan. The last thing I want is to be a foreigner in Japan, especially right now because like the prime minister killed Super Sentai. They could probably like do even worse to me. But I do like the idea of I like the idea of going to Japan, but it's like obviously before I get there, I want to at least know the language and the culture, so that way when I go over there, I don't do the wrong thing. Shoot. Like I know that in some places, right? Like I remember like in some places when you eat like obviously when you eat some food, I think is you're supposed to like thank the cook regardless of if you finish the dish or not or something. I think I got it. I think I got it wrong, but it's like it's disrespectful to the restaurant if you don't thank the cook, which is why you're supposed to say like oishi desu after like every meal or something. Was it oishi desu or goshi so samba deshita? One of them. But like obviously eats dakimasu, let's eat, and then goshi so samba deshita, which is like thanks for the food or the food was good or something like that. Ooh. But yeah, like I said, I would totally go. Though. I would love to go to Japan, but it's like obviously, I would love to go to Japan. I just don't want to be like I don't want to be the It's like I mean like because once you take away how cool it is to be there, you know, from an anime fan standpoint, you also got to remember that it's still a country full of people, you know, and like it's still a country full of people, and it's like a country full of people who probably some of them probably like don't take too kindly to strangers, and like the last thing, and obviously I'll be a gaijin over there. I'll be a gaijin over there, and like I don't know how some people probably might look at gaijin and be like, oh, cool new person. But other people probably might look at a gaijin and be like, oh, nope, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Fun fact, the only reason why I even know the word gaijin is because of professional wrestling. A lot of wrestlers went to Japan. Japan just feels like a vibe, like Tokyo. Tokyo, from what I understand, is crowded. Tokyo is a small town with a lot of people up in it. So it's like if it's crowded, like you will be. It's like from what I gather anyway. I heard that like Tokyo is either Tokyo is a big city with a lot of people or a small city with a lot of people. How are Asian people toward people of color? I don't know. I feel like that's too broad of a question to ask because everybody's gonna be different. But like one person probably might hate you, another person probably might like you, and you kind of have to sort of. I feel like it's just based on context. Some people ain't gonna like you, some people will. Like I can't really I can't really go off of I can't really say everybody hates us, because that's crazy. I will say I always approach every situation. I always approach every situation from the perspective of everybody hates me until they prove that they don't. What do you call a black Chinese person? Their name. But like that's what I'm saying though, is that like I just kind of I would like but yeah, like if I ever were to be in that kind of situation, I just think it would be kind of ridiculous. But like Yeah, like if I were to ever like, I would love to go, but I would love to go to another country in general. But I feel like I feel like going to another country in general is like kind of like a risk in itself because because peeps, some people just don't like foreigners. Like, cause it's like in some instances, I might go somewhere and they'll hate me because I'm black, and if I go to another place, they'll probably hate me because I'm American. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still American. Like people, I feel like that's an easy fact to ignore. It's like people just be like, nah, man, they'll hate you because you're black. Nah, 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 nah. Because it's like let's not forget, I'm still American. Like there's still a lot of red tape to cut there. It's like let's not ignore the fact that I'm from. Let's not ignore the fact that I'm from one of the most controversial countries on the planet. I didn't even. I had to go to every other country, being like, I didn't even vote for him. I promise you, I didn't vote for him. That was the racist, dude. That was the racist. Got to get mad at them. Would you live in a town where you had $1 billion, but they didn't like you? Yeah, I'll stay. Yeah, I'll stay at home all day. If I had $1 billion, if I had $1 billion, but like everybody didn't like me, bro, I would stay at home. Like, bro, me living in a place surrounded by people that don't like me, that's literally like like my whole life, bro. I would totally stay at home. I wouldn't even leave the house. Like y'all could like me, but y'all can hate me, but y'all ain't gonna guess where I'm gonna be at. Y'all ain't gonna even see me, bro. I'll be having stuff delivered to my place. You don't even need to see my picture. Just drop it off at the door and dip. Interacting with people who hate me. No, thank you. Y'all can go. Just drop the food off at the door and dip. Shoot. I'm the isolation master. If I didn't have to work, I would literally be in my house all day. You have peace at your home. I would hope so. Shoot. But then again, the problem is that like when people don't like, like I don't know what it is. When I was growing up, hating somebody meant couldn't you just fly to a different place? Probably. Could you just fly to a different place? Probably. Like, I probably could. I would if I could. Shoot. If I had $1 billion, man, you couldn't tell me nothing. I ain't about to bother. If I'm a billionaire, you ain't about to bother me. I'm going to improve the town, and then I'm going to leave. It's like, here you go. I'm going to just improve the town. Here y'all go. Everything that y'all need, and then I'm going to go. I'm out. It's like, don't say I never did nothing for you. It's like here's a recreational center for y'all community. Here's a good library. You know what I'm saying? Here's your, I'm gonna make everything like accessible. Y'all do what y'all want with all this stuff I'm giving y'all. I'm giving y'all blessings, but I'm about to dip. Shoot. Man, if I'm rich, you're gonna hate me from a distance. I'm gonna go in a couple of minutes. Yeah, man, it's 11 o'clock where you at. I totally get it. You go ahead and get your sleep. You did say you got school and everything. Do what you gotta do. Wait a second, I remember your name now. Man, you're a kid. Holy crap, I just remember who you are. Yeah, you're that kid. Oh my god, like what are you, like 13? Oh my god, dude. I got like international fans that are children. I got international fans that are children watching my stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, go home. Yeah, go get some sleep, man. Doom Patrol, Legion of Superheroes, and Teen Titans are coming back. Coming back? They ain't went nowhere. Wait. Hold on. Are you talking about the live action shows? Okay, because I know about Doom Patrol and Teen Titans, but I never even heard the Legion of Superheroes. I don't know what that is. Are you talking about the live action shows, or are you talking about the? Wait, the Legion of Superheroes? That's the future ones, right? Oh, the comics. Yeah, because the Legion of Superheroes, that's where Batman daughter ended up at. Yeah, I forgot it. It was where Huntress ended up going to after she left the Justice Society of America. Bro, that's crazy. Hold on, like, should part of me feels proud that I have an international audience, but another part of me feels a little weirded out by the fact that it's a child. Well, not a child. I don't know what to call her. What's your favorite comic? Do you mind if I call you Manny? We're going by superhero names. If I don't know your name, I feel like you should know mine. No offense, but just go by just call me Unbalanced until you decide to give me your name. Um, Probably most mature teenager twin. Okay, like no teenager. Like every teenager calls themselves mature. Midnight X-Men is the X-Men with vampires. I'm not reading that. My favorite comic. I don't have just one, man. I like I like the green. I like right now. I'm really liking Green Arrow, the regular one, because he's anti-capitalist, and I love that. I also love I'm also liking Green. I'm also liking Deadman because Deadman is cool. Uh, let's see. I'm also reading Aquaman right now too, man. Aquaman is great, bro. Aquaman is. I feel like every woman, if every woman like read what kind of husband Aquaman was, they'd be like, he'd be the standard for like every boyfriend, because that dude is willing to beat. That dude beat up a king, like not a king, but he beat up like a reality warping monster, for his wife, bro. Like he Aquaman be whooped, man. Aquaman, like, he loves his family, bro. Aquaman is a family man through and through. Like, don't do nothing to his family, bro. He will smoke you out here. Wait, that is true though. A lot of teenagers call themselves mature when they're like the most clown ever. But I'm not. I'm not taking it. I'm not saying that you're a clown or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, every teenager calls themselves mature. We've all been teenagers before. I kind of get it. But like, just know that just be mindful of who you're interacting with online, man. Because like I'm harmless. You ain't got nothing to worry about with me. But like Aqua Baby. Look, I'm not, dude. Don't bring up Aqua Baby. I don't want to think about that because that makes me mad at Black Manta all over again. But like X-Men with Vampire sounds awesome. Like, hold up, wait, okay, so is it that everybody is a vampire, or that they have vampiric characters in it? Bro, is that my car? It's not. Some of them have become vampires. Like who? I'm compelled. Who became a vampire? Like, is it? I feel like I have to. Is this like one of those instances where you're just gonna tell me you got to read it to find out? Also, does Marvel have an app like DC does? I feel like they do, but I want to ask to be sure. Man, I knew they were gonna make Storm a vampire. Well, at least she's resistant. At least she ain't got to worry about like dying in the sun. Looks like Nightcrawler might be too. Okay, so they're just turning all the black characters into vampires. Okay, that makes sense. And in the case of Nightcrawler, I mean, when I say black, I mean like, because he actually is black. Like, he's like not African American, but he's black. Like, he actually has like. I'm surprised that that's not a debate. Is Nightcrawler black? Oh my God, the racists will have a field day with that one. Let's not even stoke that flame, man. I don't even forget I even said anything. Forget I even said anything about that one. He's blue? No, he's black, dude. Beast is blue. Beast is blue. Nightcrawler is black. But like, it's a lot like I'm not saying he's black like Lex Luthor not in the World Justice League, because Lex Luthor was black in Justice League. But I mean like black as in like, yeah, he's actually like night skin color. No, he was not. Yes, he was, man. Look at me. Look. Go look at Justice League and tell me that Lex Luthor was not black in Justice League. He was not. Man, no. Look, we clearly didn't watch the same show, bro. They made Lex Luthor black in Justice League. I'm gonna go now, but it's Sunday tomorrow. Catch you on the flip side. Hey, be safe out there, man. Have a nice one. Be safe out there, man. Like I said, be mindful of who you're interacting with online, bro. Like I said, I'm harmless, but a lot of people ain't. You know what I'm saying? Just be cool out there. Keep your head on a swivel. But yeah, like I said, to get back to my favorite comics, because Mystical did ask that. Let's see. I would also have to say, like I said, right now I'm reading Aquaman is really good. I was checking out some of the other. There was another series I was like reading up on. I was reading up on the Justice League of America, Justice Society of America too, and because like I wanted, I was going on this quest. So like I was going on this quest to sort of like connect all of the early comics to the current comics, and the Justice Society of America kind of was trying to do that. Justice Society of America and Power Girl were like trying to like make that happen. And I like the Power Girl comic because it sort of calls back to the older. It kind of calls back to the older chapters and the older series and stuff like that. Like she's one of the few characters that didn't really get modified after the crisis. I think it was her, the Justice Society of America, and Last Days of the Justice Society. I don't know what that means, but you never read Watchmen. I did read Watchmen. I'm aware of the crisis that what's his name? What's that dude's name? I'm aware of what Dr. Manhattan did. I just didn't like it, because it was too confusing. I didn't understand what the heck was going on. I know Dr. Manhattan sort of like modified the the timeline in some fashion and just sort of like committed to some weirdness. But like that's what I was trying to do. But it's like I do know, like I said, Power Girl, Last Days of the Justice Society is a comic book. Yeah. Is it recent? Are we talking about like current stuff? Because Justice Society is still going on right now, but like a couple of them are not there anymore. But like I do like how they're trying to like I do like that DC is seemingly trying to tie up some loose ends because they're even like bringing in like some old sidekicks and stuff like that. Except Wing. Wing died. Rest in peace, Wing. From the 80s, I'm Bellas Runners. This is why I watch you. I don't watch people I know I can't trust or even like. Have a good day, all of you. All right. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Be safe out there. Love and peace. And yeah, keep yourself, like stay gold, bro. Be cool out there and have a good, have a nice time at no, it's Sunday. You ain't got to go to school. I was about to say, have a nice time at school. Dang, bro. That's crazy. From the 80s. I think I read that one. The Last Day of the Justice Society. Was that the one where no, I'm thinking the 0 Hour where when they killed everybody, when that dude when that one guy came in and killed everybody and the last three left was Garrick and Lantern and Hawkman. Shout out to Hawkman too, man. Hawkman is like my favorite character. Right? I realized exactly how brutal that guy could be. Somebody was like, "Hey, Hawkman, you got some blood on you." It's not mine. That's why they fought in Ragnarok. Okay, but yeah, like this deep. Like I'm gonna check this real quick. I'm gonna check to see if Marvel has an app like DC does. Give me a sec. Okay, Marvel do got an app. Okay. Okay, Marvel got a app. They look like they got two, but I don't know which one I should trust. Part of me do want to get into Marvel as well, but like Marvel is also complicated, and it's like I'm literally going to be trying to keep up with two ginormous universes. Because he thought Mort had changed, but he was. I remember when Hawkman got betrayed by Barracuda and was genuinely hurt because he thought Mort had changed, but he was worse. I don't remember that. R.I.P. Oliver Tree. Yeah, R.I.P. to Oliver Tree, man. That is. I don't remember any. I don't remember. I remember hearing who he was. I don't remember. I never really like listened to him, but it's still messed up to like get taken away that soon. Also, R.I.P. to Take Heath. I'm not really too big on like I don't really know a whole lot of musical producers, but like yeah, really tough time for music fans, bro. Really tough time for entertainment fans, bro. Seriously. What is up, Awesome Sauce? How's it going? Yeah, it has been a while. I assume that you were just busy. Really hoping that everything's okay out there, man. Then it turns out Mort was kidnapping boys, R-wording them, recording this. What is happening? Yo, what? Wait, what? Who's Mort? Who is Mort? Who is Mort? Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you just Wait a minute. Wait, what chapter are we talking about? What is this? What Marvel am I interested in? I'm trying to just understand no, let's get back to this Mort person, okay? Like I know Hawkman was like is this alternate universe? Is this the unlimited? Yep. You all right, my friend? I'll be here watching, making videos, and hey, man. Oh, that's awesome, man. Hey, I can't wait to see what else you make, bro. Glad to see the inspiration that's coming in. Like, I support content creators, man. We gotta support each other out here. Main universe. His villain name is Barracuda, I believe, in Aquaman. Look him up. Okay, hold on. DC. Okay. Why would Hawkman be friends with this guy? It seems like they were enemies the entire time. Why would Hawkman immediately go, oh yeah, he's definitely turned a new leaf, whatever. Nah, that's the homie now, bro. We not beating him up no more. How did you find out about that? Also, what Marvel I'm interested in? I didn't know that there was more than one. The obvious one. I mean, do you want to read Thor, X-Men, Spider-Man, Inhumans, Avengers? I was reading up on DC Complete Monsters. It's under Scavenger. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've always been interested in how to. I honestly cannot tell you like specifically what Marvel character I'm interested in, like specifically. Like, if I'm want to read into like Marvel, I'm kind of trying to like get into the entire lore of it all. Although I would like to know what happened to Peter Parker's parents, because I do know that like Peter Parker's parents, they got killed by Red Skull guy. Like they got killed by not Red Skull. Who's is it Red Skull? Yeah, Red Skull. I want to say Red Skull pulled a hit out on Peter Parker's parents, and that's why he lives with his Aunt May in the first place, right? Because they were like scientists or something. Peter Mortimer is his new name. Okay, I just looked him up. I had looked him up earlier. Yeah, his parents were killed, so he lived with his aunt and uncle. Yeah, bro, death seems, man, they really, really, really go out of their way to put that dude through some of the worst crap, man. It's like, did Peter even know that his parents were murdered by Red Skull? And also, why isn't the Red Skull a Spider-Man enemy for that reason alone? Like, did Peter ever like get his revenge? Like that's wild. That's wild to me. They should have Peter Parker should have been able to get just at least just get them hands, bro. Just let's work the hands on Red Skull. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like if I was in Marvel, I'm gonna be like, bro, did Peter Parker ever like whoop up on Red Skull yet? Why hasn't he? Make that happen. Make a whole series about it. I want Red Skull. I want Red skulls red for a different reason. I want Red Skull to be thinking about Spider. I want Red Skull to think about Peter Parker and have a headache every time he does. Peter is not thinking about Red Skull. He should be. He killed his parents. But then again, like Peter does have a lot on his plate. I mean, like no lie, like that dude goes through like new trauma like every week. Like between Spider-Man and Robin from DC, between Spider-Man and Robin on DC, it's just like trauma after trauma after trauma. And I don't mean Robin as in like Richard Grayson. I mean Robin as in the character. All of the Robins be just going through like crazy stuff. And we don't talk about that enough. Like Robins are all traumatized. Like people when people talk about how Bruce adopts the Robins, people forget that all of these kids is like traumatized and they are like screwed up people. Like if Bruce didn't get Richard on board with him as his young ward, Richard was going to be what Jason Todd is today. Okay? Like there was no hope for Jason. Jason was going to be who he is anyway. You know what I'm saying? But like Richard was going to ice Tony Zuko, okay? Richard was going to do he was either going to ice Tony Zuko or get iced himself. Batman did the right thing, adopting that boy. That's all I'm saying. It's like it's really easy to say, oh no, actually Peter came to terms with them dying because they died as heroes and understood the nature of their jobs. I respect that. But revenge is a good plot. I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, I understand that's a noble way to take it. That's a noble way to accept it. But like Peter, that's really noble and that's really respectful. But like if I wrote Spider-Man, Peter would find that stuff out and Red Skull would at least get that work. It's like I bet you won't hurt anybody else. I bet you that. Ask Kingpin about me. Kingpin calls me Kingpin. No, that's what I'm saying though. But it's like, you know, Batman gets a lot of flack, man, and I feel like he gets flack from people who don't read the comics because Bruce Wayne regardless of how you feel about like his character outside the comic books, Batman in the current comics is actually a pretty decent person. Kingpin stopped beefing with Peter directly years ago. Kingpin is now Daredevil's arch nemesis. I get that, but what I'm saying is you know, like if I wrote it, like Peter would at least got some shots in. That's all I'm saying. It's like afterwards, Red Skull, I'll have Red Skull out here like thinking in headaches whenever he even sees he sees the colors red and blue correlating together. And I'm aware of Daredevil, beefing with Kingpin. Kingpin did a lot of stuff, man. He did a lot of stuff to a lot of people. Kingpin needs to get got. That's all I'm saying. Somebody got to do it. The problem is you take down Kingpin, somebody more powerful pops up. So, you know. Wilson has morals. No, he doesn't. He's if he had morals, he wouldn't be Kingpin. Wilson has morals. Shoot. And I got 2 toes. I got 2 toes on 1 foot. Okay. At one point was living with the mutants on their personal island. I hate that. I genuinely hate that. I hope that somebody pieced them up. I hope that somebody lumped them up. If nobody lumped them up, somebody gotta lump them up. Just on principle. Just on principle. Homeboy gotta get like somebody gotta, somebody gotta dent his forehead. Something. They wouldn't want me writing for them. Marvel would not want me writing for them, bro. Everybody's getting that Powerpuff Girl treatment. It done got really dark. Oh, okay. What over there? Marvel will not want me writing for them, bro. Everybody's getting that Powerpuff Girl treatment. Like you acting up, you're gonna get beat up. So Marvel does more than they apparently already are. I don't know what that means. No, what I'm saying is that does Fisk get lumped up? There's only one time I saw him get lumped up, and it was only one time I saw him get lumped up, and that was when Peter basically like went all out on him in that prison. But outside of that, I've never seen anybody. I've never seen Big Willie get knocked out like that. I haven't seen him get knocked out like that since. Who else giving him that Powerpuff Girl treatment? Then you really haven't looked into much. I really haven't. Once again, bro, I'm not really sometimes it takes a while to see, if it takes too long for me to see a bad guy get beat up, I'm not really trying to focus on it. One of the big reasons I wanted to get into Rick and Morty, but Beth made me hate that show. Honestly, Beth really made me hate Rick and Morty. But I really kind of wish that I would have stayed with Rick and Morty because the way that the bad guy gets pummeled at the end is satisfying. You know what I'm saying? That's a satisfying beatdown to watch. With everything that happened up until that show over. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Daredevil has humiliated him twice. I was not aware. But you also got to remember too, I haven't really seen anything Marvel related. So I would not have known that anyway. Also, another reason why I kind of didn't want to check out Rick and Morty is also because I don't know. It's another big reason why I didn't want to check out Rick and Morty because outside of Beth being my least favorite character on that entire show because of just how obnoxious she is, Like I also didn't like the idea of like the shows. There's at some point where they introduced the whole multiverse of like a whole planet full of just people who are just like Rick and Morty. At some point, like I noticed that there was no women on that planet. So it's like, like they're all from Earth. They're all human. They all got needs, and they're all related. I don't know how to feel about that. Like that, maybe it's just me overthinking it. Maybe it's just me overthinking it. But it's like they're all different Ricks and different Mortys from multiple universes, and it all just happen to be like in this citadel. But it's like there's no women on that planet. It's like, and they're all related. It's just I don't know. It's like I don't want to think of that. I don't want to think of that. I really don't. It's like heaven for I don't know. It's just oh god. I hope that's not. I hope I didn't just like no. Moving along because I don't want to traumatize myself with that. Like I did want to see a but like I said, like weirdness aside, I did want to kind of get into it because I like the idea of seeing a bad guy get pummeled to absolute dust like that. Like that was a good beatdown. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, don't if you watch the show long enough, you will. Doctor Doom is currently deceased in Marvel. What? You're definitely thinking too heavy into it. I know, and that's the worst part of it. I don't even want to, because like I used to be able to do a really good Rick impersonation. Magneto has completely reformed his ways. What? Yeah, because like right now because like right now Cyclops is a radical, isn't he? I used to be able to do a really good Rick impersonation. My by default, I used to do really good impersonations of Rick Sanchez, H. John Benjamin, and I forgot the other guy. But yeah, Rule of Threes. Moon Knight infamously does not spare his villains. Hey, shout out to Moon. Well, Moon Knight is crazy. Moon Knight has mental issues that probably will take like eons to fully evaluate. So yeah, I understand Moon Knight. I understand Moon Knight kind of just like doing anything crazy. Like between Moon Knight and Deadpool should be like a thing. Like I understand, I like the idea of Deadpool and Wolverine, but it should have been Deadpool and Moon Knight. Cyclops just wants what's best for mutants and puts humans second. Yeah, Cyclops is not a new Magneto. I get that. Cyclops is a new Magneto. Is Cyclops as radical as Magneto is? Also, like I saw this picture. I saw this picture of Cyclops talking to Professor Xavier, and now Professor Xavier has this gigantic thing on his head. I don't know, like. Also, if Professor Xavier can literally control stuff with his mind, why can't he just telepathically walk? Why can't he just he could just use his mind powers to just walk? It's like, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from being in a wheelchair. I kind of like the idea that he prefers the wheelchair over the telepathically stuff, but it's like, why not just do that? Does it involve that much focus to just move your legs, bro? He's not malicious like Magneto was. I get that, but Magneto wasn't malicious as much as he was just I understand Magneto's situation. Like he was just ticked off because like peeps just kept acting up with him. Like he was like y'all gonna keep messing around with y'all keep messing around with the mutants. I'm gonna turn y'all into history. Shoot, we don't play that over here. Shoot, they call me Mercanito for a reason. Yeah, Moon Knight and Deadpool. Actually, now that I think about it, Moon Knight and Deadpool probably should not be a thing because they just kill it. They just kill everyone. They would just kill everyone. That would just be it. Like Deadpool and Moon Knight would kill everything. His mind powers destroy his body at first. Oh, what? Also, I actually kind of like the idea of seeing characters in wheelchairs and seeing like disabled characters and stuff like that because like it sort of shows that like like I want like I understand I kind of understand both sides of the diversity discussion because I actually don't. No, I don't understand both sides of this diversity discussion. Like people need to be properly represented in fiction. It doesn't make any sense for like characters to like not be. It doesn't make any sense for every character to be like a beautiful, attractive white person with absolutely like no, I don't know, no flaws or whatever. That's weird. And people are weird from wanting that in like 2020 and 2026, especially when you have that in like you have a history worth of like stuff like that all over the place. Shoot, give me fat superheroes, give me disabled superheroes, give me superheroes that look like that was why he couldn't walk at first. His powers caused his body to deteriorate. God dog, I didn't know that. Deadpool and Moon Knight. Yeah, exactly. Deadpool and Moon Knight would be like a great team, but they just kill everything. Deadpool and Moon Knight would be like John Paul Valley and Jason Todd if they were like the Batman and Robin. If they were Batman and Robin, they just kill everybody. It's just like you wouldn't live. You wouldn't live. You commit crime, you're just dead. That's it. Game over. By the way, shout out to John Paul Valley for just looking so cool. Bruh, like John Paul, I think it's John Paul Valet, but like, yeah, he's easily like one of my favorite Batman. You know what I'm saying? And that says something. But yeah, like, also shout out to Bane the Reckoning for like knowing so much about comics, man. Like that's actually really like, dude, I'm telling you, bro, you got to use your channel for something, man. You got to use your channel for something, bro. You know too much to like not be making content, bro. Like I just make content because I'm bored and I got the time to do it. I don't make good stuff. I don't make good stuff, but like, bro, you can. You absolutely could. I would listen to you review shows. I would listen to you review like stuff. That's true. The universe would not exist. Yeah. Azrael was cool. Azrael is cool. I actually read a comic dedicated to him a little while back, and there was like a time where apparently like you find out that Azrael is like really good at fighting because he had the armor that could like predict somebody else's like he had an armor that could predict like somebody else's next move and stuff like that. But like he threw a fight because the armor was like saying, if he's about to throw a hook, you might want to duck. He's like, nah, I'm just gonna take it. If he's about to throw another hook, you might want to duck this one. Nah, I'm gonna take that one too. It's no big deal. It's like, bro, like John Paul Valley is like cool as heck, bro. Like they really did not do. They really had this dude be Batman, and then afterwards just do nothing with him afterwards. It's crazy. Oh man. Oh wow, I've been on for a while. I've been on for a long time. Hey, I do appreciate you guys for like popping up. By the way, I kind of been on for a little bit, and I might go live again a little bit later, play my game and stuff like that because that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I've been on for a minute. I've been on for a little while now. People talk about how DC has all these cool characters they do nothing with. That sounds like every wrestling company. That sounds like every place that's involved with fiction. They have like these monstrously cool characters, and it's like we don't know what to do with them. They're just there. Like they have like all these amazing concepts, these cool characters. This entire that's true Bane, all these characters. Yeah, man. It's like that's what I'll say. It's like I never blame the characters. I always blame creative. It's always creative fault. And that's the concept that we kind of need to go by. We need to understand that, like it's creative fault every time. All these cool characters and you don't know what to do with them. You got all these, like I'm still waiting for them to do something with Sideways and Silencer. And, there's one character named Red Canary who showed up for like one of the crisis. She's pushed as an important character. I don't know what they're doing with her right now. Like, she was like, because it was Red Canary, and apparently she was like, I'm guessing she was supposed to be sort of a replacement for Black Canary. So now it's just like we don't even know what her powers is. So it's crazy out here. Lobo put on the mask. You can start crapping your what? Mask was Lobo. Mask with Lobo. I don't no. The Lobo with the mask is terrifying because Lobo is already he's already an agent of chaos in everything he's in. Wait, is there a Lobo with the mask on? What if the Joker wears the mask? What you guys think? I feel like if Joker wears the mask, he'll just go sane. I feel like if Joker wears the mask, he's gonna go so crazy, he's just gonna end up becoming sane. Like he's just gonna he's just gonna be like, what am I doing with my life? Suddenly all the laughing has stopped. Man, Joker's gonna find inner peace. He's gonna become like he's gonna find Nirvana or something. What happened to I Believe? Horrible. I Believe what? What are you talking about? Say his name and he appears. That's what I'm thinking you're talking about. Oh, that happened, I believe. Lobo with the mask caused the time loot and almost universe level destruction. Yeah, that sounds about right. Lobo should definitely like be the character to not no. Like there shouldn't be anything. Yeah, Lobo with the mask on. That should never be a thing. Man, nah. Like I said, Lobo with the mask on is terrifying to think about. Lobo, yeah, okay. God, man. At some point, I'm gonna probably end up getting like a camera for my system because I do like I do like playing video games, and I've always wanted to be a gaming streamer on here. So that's in the works. So that might end up happening very soon. I don't know. Like it might happen sooner if you guys watch more of give my videos some more views, so your boy can start getting more money on here. That's literally all I like. As far as I don't think I've ever really like explained. I think I have explained like how I earn money on YouTube. But like I said, if my videos get like enough views, then like if my videos get enough views, then I get paid. But I have to get like $100 worth of views, which is a challenge which is a challenge. No, I'm not gonna seriously sit here and say that I make like top tier material or nothing like that. But I do know that y'all be showing out for my shorts, and I really appreciate that. Your boy gotta get, like I said, if y'all want to help your boy out financially, bump up them views on my other videos. Find something you like and just give it a watch. I hope it happens, man. I appreciate that. I hope it does too. Shoot, but it is all right. I'm gonna stick around until I hit the big three. But yeah, also while I'm here, I'm gonna try to pressure Bane of Reckoning into making some content because once again, dude, you gotta start making some review shows. Like I don't know if you noticed or not, but like there's a lot of like fiction reviewers like online, like on YouTube that are just undergoing a lot of controversy. Like I have strongly been considering it. There's one reviewer, there's one reviewer who passed away. I think it was a comic historian or something like that. But then there's another guy who kind of has been like doing some stuff, and you find out that he is right. He's right wing. So it's like, I can be right wing. How is there right wing comic book fans, bro? Like I don't get that. Like, do you only like watch the fights and just not care about the actual lesson that has been entailed? Like, hey, it's like there's literal stories dedicated to bigotry being wrong. Did you really just ignore that just to be like, I like them because they got superpowers? Like, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. But it's like, yeah, so there's one guy, he's reviewing comic book series, but he's like right wing. So people are like slowly starting to cancel him out. And then there's another person, like I said, he passed away. You really want good Marvel stories, then Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Hulk, X-Men are the ones for you. I want you to tell me about them. I'm too lazy to read them on my own. Tell me about them. Make a video about it. Make a video about it. Shoot. Because I know you can. That's the part that's like really getting to me a little bit. Shoot. I want to take your word for it because I know you're gonna find, because you be finding good stuff, man. I've always been a Hulk stan. Oh, I know. I'm aware of that. I make jokes about the Hulk all the time. Like I said, the only reason why I don't really care that much about the Hulk was because there was a TV series. There was a Marvel TV series. I forget which one it was, but like every time you hear about the Hulk in that series, he was always like on a rampage. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it felt like every single time he was brought up, it was because he was on some kind of rampage. And I was like, oh no, he's upset again. He's destroying it. He is way more than big screen strongman. And I feel like people need to know that. People need to know that. You could be telling people about that. Because people tend to forget that Hulk is also a scientist and a genius. People forget that, people forget about who Bruce Banner is. I will say this though. Hulk's dad killed his mom when he was like 13, when he was like 3, and made him lie like he did nothing. Can you put Bane channel in here? Sorry. He's not really making any content right now, but I can do that. Bane, can I put your channel? Can I put your channel link in the chat? He ended up killing his own. Whoa, wait, that's crazy. Wait. Are you talking about Bruce Banner's dad? Are you talking about Bruce Banner's dad? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put. All right, so Bane of Reckoning, basically, he gave me the okay. He gave me the okay to check out his to do his channel. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to post his channel. Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna post up his channel into the chat. Let me know if it goes through. Let me know if the link had went through, because links don't pop up on my chat too much. It did? Okay, cool. Honestly, like Bane, also, if you don't want to make content, like if you don't want to make video content, you can still like post up, like you can still make posts. People will still read your post. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to make content, like, like I know like videos are time consuming. Videos are like time consuming. Things can get a little lost in the shuffle when it comes to videos. But I would still definitely recommend you making posts. Like you have like a lot of cool insight, and I feel like the world needs to see it. So it's like, even if you don't want to do that, then yeah, like just write up some posts, because I did not know that Hulk's dad was also. It makes sense now why he's so ticked off. It makes sense why he's so mad now. The crazy thing about Hulk, one of his worst villains is his dad, a completely ordinary dude who is just an abusive alcoholic. See, and that's the thing. That makes sense now. It makes sense why Bruce Banner was so angry. Like, dude only has he doesn't have good memories of his family. He probably has to live with that trauma for the rest of his life, man. And also, like I said, I did not know anything about that. That is ridiculous to me, man. Yeah, yo, like, bro, like, and then he has and then he iced his dad. Shoot. I know you would make great content. Like, yeah, I appreciate you thinking I make good content, but I just I just be posting up random stuff, man. All right, we got 5 minutes until the big 3. So we got 5 minutes until I hit the big 3. I do appreciate you guys for popping up and showing some love and everything like that. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and but I'm trying not to. I don't want this to be too long, but I do appreciate y'all for showing up. Like if I get more people to watch my stuff and stick around, then I would definitely start making longer lives. But in the meantime, never forget, y'all. It was so bad that it was so bad he created an alternate personality who looked like a monster but was overprotective dad of Bruce. That's dope. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys for showing up. Like I said, I'm 4 minutes to the big 3. I don't know what I don't like. My computer's been kind of making this weird noise lately. I don't know if it's going to cut off or not, so I'm going to have to cut it off here. But yeah, never forget though, you are more than just a person. You are an experience. You can choose to be a good experience, a bad experience, or no experience whatsoever. I definitely recommend being a good one, or at least none, because why would anybody want to be a bad experience? We're all going through crap right now. The last thing we need is somebody else making it worse and adding a 2 to 10 to somebody else's bad day. In the meantime, remember to spread love and peace out there. And if you can't spread love and peace, spread nothing at all, because sometimes some people need a little nothing out there. In the meantime, though, just know being mean is mainstream, being kind is punk rock. Spread love and peace out there to every single person that you can. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know. I might also stream my game later. I'm not sure yet, but yeah. Love and peace, all.